yeah, we just want to get going so we don't waste any time. We can give you guys as much information as we possibly can. So my name's Aleksandra. Right over here, it's not spelled right, but that's my life. This is No Budget Filmmaking with Dinner Movie. I hope you're in the right place. If you're not, stay anyway. We're going to entertain you as much as we can. I am the writer, producer, director, actor in Dinner Movie, as well as a ton of other titles, and it's not because I'm super awesome, well maybe a little awesome. Nobody laughs at my jokes. Oh, hello. But really, that's what you have to do when you're working on no budget. Pretty much everyone here is pulling double duty one way or another, and I will let them introduce their awesome selves.
Do I have a mic? I do have a mic. Wow. My name is Ricardo Segarra, and I'm an actor. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm gonna go to my partner in crime. Who are you? Woo!
My name is Josh Kachnycz, and my name is spelled right.
Aren't you special?
I am. I play Oscar in the movie, and on this one, I was hired for stunts, and then became a character.
Correct. You gotta roll with the punches. We had another actor who ended up dropping out at kind of the last minute, and I was like, well, Josh, you're already in this, you know what's going on, why don't you just do it? And it completely worked out for the best. I can't imagine anybody else ever playing this character, and I think you'll agree once you see the film in a few minutes.
All right.
Jay?
I'm Jay Miller, and I'm a director of photography and filmmaker, and for the Dinner Movie, I ran sound and produced, and just helped Alex out any way I could.
My name is Harter, and I was the editor on this, and
Ooh, you get a stand. It's so official now.
It's now legit.
Now it's
So
official.
very legit.
and overall, it's just a really great experience. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and see Dinner, and then the panel is really designed to be as interactive as possible. So guys, while you watch the film, kind of pay attention what you want to ask questions about. If you're curious about how we did anything, if we messed something up, let us know.
Now we get to watch all of your faces as you watch it, so no pressure whatsoever.
All right, and this is Dinner Movie. All right, hashtag Dinner Movie. So that was the film, guys. And we're not lying, this was a $0 budget production. A lot of times people say low budget, they really mean like maybe by SAG standards or something like that. No, we were no budget whatsoever. Like maybe we had $- in fact. So that was the film, guys. I guess just some basic information. We shot on 3 nights. Not complete nights. If any of you have ever been on any kind of film set, you know it's usually a 12-hour day, sometimes even more. We were shooting maybe from like 8 o'clock in the evening?
6 o'clock till about 2 in the morning?
I think one of the nights was like 3-ish.
Yeah, I remember going home at 3 in the morning with a flat tire. I specifically remember.
Yeah,
Gas
so
station's a vampire.
that's true. We scared the neighborhood just for laughs. But yeah, so it wasn't even complete nights. It was 3 nights, and we managed to accomplish what we accomplished. Now, we would love to cater this to you, so we'd like to turn it over and let us know what questions you have. Yes?
What kind of cameras did you use, and how many did you have?
We had one camera, the DP's not here, but it was a Sony AS7, just one camera.
Yeah, the question was about cameras and how many we have.
Guerrilla filmmaking, 1 camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many
What
lights did we
about
have?
I was gonna say the lighting for like the night shots.
So we had 1 light and a fire pit. And Jay, if you'd like to elaborate.
It was actually 2 lights. It was like a cylinder light, and then
All right.
also
on the
panel.
third night. But
Oh, that's right.
The other 2 nights we just had the 1.
Wasn't only one on at a time?
That's right, it was only 1 at a time, you're right, so it was never 2 at once. But the Sony A7 was really good in low light, so that helped us out, and we created the fire as
We had,
practical
right,
lighting,
the
too,
fire,
so-
that was actual fire, that was
Popped in
not
there.
CGI.
Natural lighting like The Revenant. You've seen The Revenant. That's what we did. We did it first.
Just last
We
3
lit things
weeks.
on fire.
Yes.
Where did you film it?
So this is an entirely Philly film type of production. This was very important to me. I've worked in the entertainment industry in Philly for the last couple of years, and there's a lot of talent here, and a lot of the country in general, I feel like, doesn't realize that. We don't get quite that many big feature films or TV shows here for no fault of our talent. It's really, the red tape and the whole tax credit situation, if you're familiar with any of that. But it was really important to me to have a local cast and crew, as well as to shoot in Philly. So we shot in Northeast Philly, all of the outdoor sequences with the abandoned warehouse and such. And then the house location was in Bucks County, so still Philly area.
What wasn't the like zombie location a derelict furniture warehouse?
Oh yeah, no, that was a legitimately abandoned warehouse.
That we were technically trespassing on.
No, we were not. It was abandoned. And there was not one sign for no trespassing.
Not according to Bob.
Bob's not even real.
It was just spray painted over.
Bob
So
was-
guys, we can't endorse that. Please don't go breaking into places and getting arrested.
That's right, don't
Yes,
get caught.
or at the very least, try and get the permission of the owner. Because if it's a little like independent shoot, they're not gonna make you get a permit and pay money for that. Because who has that?
Whenever you're filming, you're always college students shooting for school.
Oh yes, that was our answer for every.
110%.
This is a school project. Oh, what school? Oh, the Art Institute of Filmmaking in Philadelphia.
Well, we're just happy you're off the streets and doing something for school. Go ahead and shoot.
Who wants to tell the story of Bob?
All right, so guys, real quick, just because we tend to go crazy with this story, so let's summarize it for everyone. So we basically almost got arrested, so don't do what we did. Rick?
Oh, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. So I was putting, I believe, a back brace. I think I was putting, was it on you or Jeremy?
To preface,
it was-
this was a
I was
rehearsal
trying
day.
to-
Okay, he was trying on.
This was a rehearsal day, just so everyone knows.
Yes.
This was not when we were shooting, so we didn't have any zombie makeup, we didn't have the camera around, so we did not look particularly legit.
So we were getting ready to go over some choreography, I think, and we were putting some protection on his spine for a lot of the falls that Jeremy was going to be taking. And out of nowhere, like sincerely out of the shadows, came this gigantic individual.
I'm pretty sure he crawled out of the dumpster.
Yeah, and he came out and he had a cell phone in his hand, and all he said was, "Who's going to jail?" In the most fiercest, forced voice ever. And my initial reaction was just clearly saying, "No one. No one's going to jail today." And because I didn't know how to react, I was like, "No one's going to jail." And he sees me put his pad, and he goes, "Well, we'll see about that. Go stand against the wall." And I was like, "I'm not standing against any wall. Like, none of us are standing against the wall right now." And he had a cell phone. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to take a picture, and I'm going to show the cops and when they get here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And in my mentality, I was like, "Okay." But he started to go off a little bit and got a little hostile. And so I immediately was like, "I'm going to go get Alex." Because we have a beautiful blonde bombshell. I'm like, he can talk to her.
I thought I
And
was
she's
starting
running.
a criminal record that day.
Yeah. So she came over and she diffused the situation. And at the end of it all, Bob was like, "I'm just kidding. You guys are fine. I just thought you guys were tagging my place. I thought you guys were coming in here and spray painting and doing all kinds of stuff." And Alex came and was like, "No, we're shooting for school."
This is a project for school.
And
Guys.
he's like, "Hey, can you guys put me in your movie? like you want to be on camera?" He's like, "No, just say my name.
Just say my name.
Just write it down."
And I think he gave you his number to contact him.
He said his last name was Lex, so we were like, oh, Lex Luthor. That explains everything.
It does.
And we actually, if you ever watch the film again, it is on YouTube, he's in the credits.
The funny thing is,
Put him
when
in the credits.
we went back to shoot the second night, I think he said just contact me if you guys ever come
Yeah.
back. And he just never picked up or called back. So I don't think Bob was real.
No, the second night the cops did show up
Looking for a criminal.
because they were looking for an
Not
escaped
us.
criminal.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was true.
We thought they were there to arrest us, but they were like, "Have you seen this man running around back there?" We were like, "Should we still be here?"
Yeah, we should probably go.
They're like, do you guys have permits? We're like, this is for school. He's like, it's just a bunch of college kids, it's
Yeah.
fine. None of us are in college.
So
We haven't
luckily-
been in a long time.
Luckily, no one got arrested.
So no one got arrested. So guys, if you get caught, it's a project for school, but try not to.
Permission.
Who else has a question? Yes.
It's two questions. The
Okay.
first,
Yes.
what software did you use to edit it?
Premiere Pro.
Okay. And then the second question is, did you find it easier to film at night due to the genre you chose? Like kind of like a more, even though it was a comedy?
Well, it is hard, obviously, to do a horror. Well, I guess you could do a horror during the day, sure. I did write it as a night shoot right away. I had that in my mind. Was it easier? No. I guess in certain ways, maybe we didn't really have, too much traffic going by or, any pedestrians on the street. So in that sense, yes, we did. It was easier. But it was definitely difficult with the lighting.
Right. No budget.
No budget, yes.
It's always nice to be able to see things.
Yeah, seeing things is helpful.
We got rained out on night 1 too, didn't we?
Well, we didn't get rained out. We powered through, as you do when you have no money, or in other times. But yeah, it rained on the second night, and again, we didn't have the luxury of just calling it a rain night and coming back another night. So we had some coverage because the warehouse had some of the roof still in place, but it definitely, half of the location flooded. By the time we were done, we couldn't get out. I remember like walking out with like bag in each hand, just being like, don't fall down, don't fall down, don't fall down.
The rain was...
We only had one like lighting instrument available at a time, and we had to keep the fire going continuously for like 8 hours.
Yeah,
and
we did
all
not have
had was
enough
like
firewood
wood
for
that we
that.
found from the broken furniture and like cardboard boxes, so that was entertaining.
I took a nap.
He did, just
When it rained, I took a nap on the floor, outside, in the middle of
He
nowhere.
looked like a homeless
It
person.
was so comfortable.
It was impressive.
When you're
You need a
shooting at
werewolf
least
costume.
13 hours, you can sleep anywhere.
and that's the other actually answer to your question. The hours are hard. I mean, I'm a night owl, like I don't sleep, so I'm like anytime I can shoot anytime. But for a normal person, shooting throughout the night and not getting sleep, unless you're wrecking to sleep in the dirt, is a challenge for sure. But I think also the lesson with the fire and all of that, you just make use of what you have. You don't have enough firewood, start burning stuff that's around
That's right,
you.
just find things, light them on
Be
fire.
safe
and
about
make
it.
them
Yeah, I mean, we did that in a safe way, of course. We made sure we had the fire pit set up properly so the fire wouldn't get out of control or anything like that. I wouldn't advise using fire just anywhere, obviously. We did do that, it was safe.
Okay, all right, yeah, if you say so.
Postman fire.
Okay, yes, Batman.
I have no questions.
Okay.
Where did you get your music from? How do you get inspired for certain scenes with music? And like, how do you decide what music you use for it? And also, where would you recommend for aspiring actors to go for certain casting calls and stuff like this?
Okay, so 2 questions about music and 1 question about acting. So we'll start with the music. Everything in the film, it was originally produced specifically for the film. We reached out to local electronic dance music artists to do all of the electronic music, and then we reached out to a local composer to create the score for dinner. So we did not use any stock music, or even the zombie screech was created. Fun fact, that was actually me screaming that was then filtered, because I don't really sound like that.
When Alex doesn't have breakfast, that's what she sounds like.
Right, we talked about this. Don't
We
give
did.
away my secret.
We did.
Second question, how do we get inspired for the music? That's an interesting question. So my philosophy as a director, first of all, is to bring in very talented people and then let them do what they're very talented at. I don't believe in micromanaging. I don't believe in bringing on people and then telling them exactly what to do, because what's the point? In that case, I might as well just do the whole thing myself. So I had some ideas of what I wanted, and I presented those to our artists, but then they also brought in a lot of their ideas and their creativity. For example, for the score, Nick is our composer. He asked me, like, is there any particular sounds or instruments? And I was like, you know what, I find wind chimes really creepy. I don't know why, but I just do. So he incorporated that into the score, and it ended up very cool. And the third question was for aspiring actors. So how many people here are from Philly, or the Philly area? Pretty much
Pretty
a
solid.
pretty solid Philly group here. All right, so in Philly, we are very lucky that we do get certain big-time movies and TV shows. Even now, even with the tax credit situation, we still get at least one a year. So I would keep an eye on Heery Casting. Look them up on Facebook, look up their website, HEERY Casting. They do pretty much every big production that comes through Philly, and do background work. If you're just starting out, or even if you're not, like, it's a paycheck. There's never any shame in doing background work, in my opinion. Do background. I have learned so much starting out doing background work, because you see how things work. I mean, you see the acting, but you also see the behind the scenes. You learn what to do, what not to do. I mean, I've seen directors yelling at people. I've seen actors behaving ridiculously. One director was throwing things in Video Village at one point. Don't do that. Don't be an idiot. But then you learn plenty of really cool things. I had the opportunity to work on Creed last year, and you just see how they put together a fight scene was so educational because we're filming dinner movie 2 right now. I learned so much from watching Stallone, watching Michael B. Jordan, watching Tony Bella, who's the real boxer who plays Pretty Ricky. So definitely, here at casting, go on Facebook. There's a lot of awesome Facebook groups. There's one called Film Friends, I don't think I just spelled that. And just look, type into Facebook, Philadelphia acting group. Just use whatever keywords you can come up with, and a lot of stuff will come up, and you just network with people. That's what I think social media is so great for, because it makes, well, the entertainment industry and so many other things so much more accessible now. Was anyone here at Stephen Amell's panel before this? So we were as well. And he said something really great that really resonated with me. Somebody asked for acting advice for their kids who were just starting out or who wanted to be actors. And he said, right now, in this day and age, with the technology, what it is, there is no excuse not to make your own content. You can shoot on your phone. You can edit on your phone. Rick, actually, he does some funny Instagram videos where he plays multiple characters and then just puts them together just for fun. I mean, even, I want to say 3 years ago, that wasn't available. Right now, there's no excuse whatsoever not to do your own stuff. Just make Instagram videos. YouTube is free. Put stuff on YouTube. So never wait for someone else to give you an opportunity. Always be working on your own thing, and then in addition to that, see what else you can find with other places and other people. That was a lot of me talking. Who else has
No, it's all good.
Can I interject real quick just about the music? A really good site is called Creative Commons, and it's where artists put up their music for other artists, filmmakers, or any type of performance art and then you can collaborate and use each other's art for free. So it's a really great site, Creative Commons.
And a quick note on the sound effects. If you have access to Adobe Creative Cloud, you have immediate access to a huge library of free sound effects that come with it. It's not incredibly noticeable off the bat, but just go to Google it or go to Adobe and you will find it. That's what we use for all the
Yes. Excellent tips. Thank you, guys.